channel. I know it's been a while. So in this video I'm gonna be talking about my experience during my pregnancy. As you can see by the title, you might be wondering what's a Cerclarge, what's incompetent cervix, and things of that nature. um If you have been following me, you subscribe to my channel, you would probably have seen my miscarriage video. I had a miscarriage back in 2019. I was around, I can't remember the exact how much, but I was on out of my first trimester, and I got pregnant in 2020. And from the minute that I found out, I went to the doctor. I was 7 weeks 6 days, and from there the doctor told me about the Cerclarge, and most of us will call the Cerclarge a stitch. That's basically a procedure that is done. It's a stitch that is put around your cervix to keep it closed from opening, but in some instances there are persons whose cervix would still open regardless if the stitch is there or not. But I mean, every body works different. um at my first appointment, when I found out, my doctor was telling me that, oh, my cervix is extremely low. I can't remember the measurement it was, but she said it was almost to borderline, and I may have to get a Cerclarge done at 12 weeks. So I did it when I was around 13 weeks when I did it. In some countries, there's rescue Cerclarge and then there's preventative Cerclarge. Here, I don't think that they do the rescue Cerclarge, because in some countries as well, they don't want to run the risk of doing it and busting your water bag. So in some countries they don't do it. There are some countries where they do it as late as 24 weeks, and something that's when you're past you're at viability. That's where the baby will at least survive if it happens to come before his or her time. Now, with the Cerclarge, I was put to sleep. It wasn't a long procedure. It was basically less than half an hour, but you know the recovery time of you coming back to yourself, it will it would feel lengthy, but the procedure itself is not long, and not not a lot of persons who know about having the stitch, because when I got mine, and like I tell people about it, and even at this present moment I already give birth, and there are some person who haven't heard about having a stitch because they have had multiple miscarriages before. And of course I will tell them about my experience and so forth. Also, with my pregnancy, I was on bed rest, but not strict bed rest, because there's also strict bed rest where you have to do everything from a bedside. There's also hospital bed rest where you'll be admitted to the hospital and you'll do everything from the bed. That means you'll not get a chance to go to the bathroom or anything of that sort. You'll do everything there. My bed rest was just moderate, but there were times when I would put myself on strict bed rest because I didn't want anything to go wrong. And if you know me personally, I have a small business, and at one point in time, I will actually be doing orders from my bed. But at one point also, I eventually closed off for a while because it was getting very, should I say, stressful. The whole entire thing is a bit stressful because sometimes you want to do stuff around the house, and then you can't. You have to reduce your workload. You can't be lifting anything heavy. It was a bit. But once you get the help you need, also it will just ease the burden. Um, what with this stitch, there's a lot of things you really have to take into consideration. You have to really um, try not to stress too much, reduce your workload, don't go lifting anything heavy. I had to I couldn't have any sexual intercourse from the time I found out to 30 something weeks. I yes, to 37 weeks. I had, is 37? No, before 36, somewhere around there. But I had my stitch removed at 36 or 37 weeks, and it wasn't. I wasn't put to sleep. It was done at my doctor's office. I'm not trying to scare anyone, but it wasn't painful because I don't like pain. But it wasn't painful. But the pressure of what trying to get the stitch to cut it, because what you said that normally they're supposed to leave like an excess piece of string so that she can grab and then cut, but there wasn't anything excess, so she had to try and grab, and her fingers inside plus the whatever, and it was really a while, but it didn't take no more than 10 minutes or so to, well, it didn't take more than like 10-15 minutes to, no, I didn't think it take too long, but it was, she was just trying to get the stuff so she can cut. And sometimes some persons, once the stitch is removed, some person will go into labor immediately, but I practically went up to 40 weeks. I think she didn't ready to come, but she went up to 40 weeks. My water bag broke, and yeah. What I want to say also is that everybody everyone's body may operate different, because when I heard about Cerclarge, right, I went, I went on YouTube, where I hardly saw any information on YouTube, and I hardly saw anybody doing any videos sharing their experience. I end up joining Facebook groups. We had WhatsApp groups that I'm still a part of, where we try to encourage each other and share our experiences. And I've really learned a lot. And if there's anybody who want to know any more information, or had multiple miscarriages and never heard of this dish, you feel free to reach out to me. I can always advise you and lead you in the right direction. But um, there are some persons where their body, their cervix definitely cannot hold kids. But what I would say, there is hope, and just keep on praying. What I've realized, because when I had my first miscarriage, I think I used to really stress a lot, because when I started trying back again, I was like we can't get pregnant again. That is what I was saying to myself, because I used to keep on stressing everything I locked into the pregnancy app, and then at one point I just give up and say, you know what, I can't deal with it. I tried not to stress. What I've noticed, you have to try not to stress yourself too much. Every body is different, and even if it meant that you're not going to um so once I would say, once your doctor said that you have to rest, because I've talked to persons, I've read stuff in groups where even though the doctor tell some persons to be on bed rest, they still go about their normal life. And then there's some people, they have no choice but to go on with their daily life. They have the jobs to go to. There are some jobs that they really don't give you any little ease up. You have to go to work, where there's some will be lenient with you, but there are some that you just have to go to work. At the end of the day, it's up to you whether you want to stay at home because you really need a child or anything of that sort. But it's really, really rough. But all I gotta say is pray and trust God. Try not to stress too much. Stay as positive as you can. Yep. I'm trying to see if I miss anything. Maybe I figured that I let you guys know everything, but if there's anything that you want to ask me, feel free to ask me in the comment section. Um, you can reach me on Instagram with the same name if you want to ask me any question. And I think my next video will be about my labor and delivery. Yes, so see you guys in my next video.